Looking to turn your skills into a new life in Australia? The Subclass 189 visa might be just what you need. Let's break down the process and simplify it for you. The Skilled Independent Visa, also known as the Subclass 189, might be the right option for you because it allows for permanent residency straight away. Now, benefits of this visa is you get access to the Medicare system, you get to live anywhere in Australia, you get access to pretty much all the same rights that an Australian would have. Here's what to expect once your visa is granted. You can work and study anywhere you like. You can also sponsor your family members. You can travel in and out of the country. Potential for Australian citizenship once you meet the residency criteria as well. So, duration of stay is indefinite. This visa doesn't actually expire, but the travel facility is only for 5 years. So if you do want to travel after 5 years, you should renew your permanent residency before through the resident return visa. If you don't want to become a citizen, of course. If you do want to become a citizen, we recommend applying for that as soon as you're eligible, as it can take some time for that citizenship to be granted and get your Australian passport. It's a permanent residency from the very start, right? So you can get this visa even if you're outside Australia. You could be eligible and invited. You could be in Australia and invited. So we do many of these applications every year for clients that have been advised very strategically to ensure that they have the highest chance and make sure they do the right things to make sure they sit at the top of the list to try and get an invitation for these types of visas. Now, if you want to bring family members, for example, if you get married or have a partner overseas, you can potentially do a partner visa. You can invite children on a child visa. You can invite parents on a parent visa, and you can invite other family members on a visitor visa. So there's a lot of opportunity that it provides. Health and character requirements need to be met. If you do have any health or character issues, this may cause delays or potential refusals of your visa application if you don't meet those criteria. Visa costs. Now, each application costs
$4,910 for the main applicant.
Extra fees will apply if you have secondary applicants included, like your partner or children. Now, if your partner or anyone else over the age of 18 does not have functional English requirements, they would be required to pay the second installment of around $5,000. So make sure you consider extra costs if they don't meet that requirement. We've recently had to do this for a client because their partner did not have functional English, so they will need to pay the second installment at a later stage after lodgement. Now, eligibility criteria. You need to make sure you hold a valid substantive visa or a certain type of bridging visa, usually bridging visa A, B, or C, to be able to apply for the Subclass 189. You need to have a positive skills assessment and a competent level of English, if not higher, to lodge your expression of interest. Once you've lodged your expression of interest, depending on how you're ranking and what the government is prioritizing, they can invite you on that occupation. Once they've invited you, you can lodge your visa application within 60 days. If you don't lodge within 60 days, you cannot lodge your visa. You need to wait for another invitation, which can be really hard to come by. Some people spend years to try and get this invitation as well. So if you do have the relevant skills, you are scoring quite competitively to your other competitors in that same occupation, make sure you take up that opportunity, do the right thing, and lodge your application within 60 days. Now, minimum points to be eligible for the 189 is 65, but most people are scoring much higher than this. The competition to come to Australia is just so big. It provides a great lifestyle. It ensures that you have a work-life balance, and it ensures you get access to some of the best facilities in the world in terms of healthcare, schooling, etc. So you need to sign the Australian Values Statement if you have been invited as part of your visa application. Make sure you've paid back any debt that you owe to the Australian government. That could be if you've previously visited the country or if you're certainly in the country now and you might owe student debt or loan or taxes, etc. Right? So make sure you've paid those, as it can result in you being refused if you do owe anything to the government. Now, the visa processing and how to apply. So, quick steps again: skill assessment, get the English results, apply for an expression of interest, wait for an invitation, apply for the visa once you get the invitation within 60 days, and then provide any supporting evidence for all of your claims. Once you've done that, you should generally have a decision in about
8 to 9 months.
Based on our experience. at the moment.
as of October 2025.
And once you get that decision, you will be a permanent resident. If you have any questions regarding the Subclass 189, please comment below. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and follow.